Today we're going to focus on heart opening. So we're going to get into the whole front side of the body. So really stretching long through our torso, getting into the hip flexors and the quads, and really finding a little bit more space there. So this should be pretty energizing because it's going to be a lot of heart opening and shoulder stretching, and also pretty grounding as we move through this flow today. All right, so to get started today, I'm going to invite you to come on down to your back. If for whatever reason being on your back is not comfortable for you, you can always stay in a comfortable seat and breathe and do a seated meditation. But if it is comfortable, come on down to your back and either take knees pointing towards the sky, soles of the feet on the floor, or soles of the feet together, knees open wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. All right, so once you've picked your variation, come on down. So soles of the feet can be on the mat, knees open or pointing towards the sky. Or take soles of the feet together, knees open wide, and just allow yourself to melt into your mat. Feel the back body growing longer. Start to feel the sacrum drawing down. And then as you settle into this space, bring one hand over your heart, one hand over your belly. And see if you can connect to your breath. Connect to yourself. Find some relaxation. Releasing some tension from the body. As the spine continues to lengthen, maybe the shoulders begin to soften away from the ears. And then start your inhale through the nose, taking air in through both nostrils, filling your belly up, feeling it fill up under your hand, and then exhale, draw the belly in and bring the air back out through both nostrils. Explore this breath. Finding deep breaths in through both nostrils. Fill the belly up. Exhale out through both nostrils. Bring the belly back in. As you explore this breath, maybe find a rhythm to it. A count of 6. On the inhale, and a count of 6. On the exhale. See if you can feel the belly rise and fall with each breath. And continue to slow it down. Find an easy, steady rhythm so that you can begin to focus inward. Turn your attention to yourself, your body, your breath. And maybe set an intention of compassion, feeling compassion not only for yourself in this practice, but also taking that compassion with you when you get off the mat. Finding our edge, but also acknowledging our limits, having compassion on ourselves to meet ourselves wherever we're at this morning, wherever we're at through this practice. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out, deep pause through the mouth, let it go. Bring your hands to the outsides of your thighs if your knees are open wide. And then maybe start to bring your knees together in towards your chest. Give them a nice tight squeeze. Flex through your toes. You can take your shins in both hands or wrap opposite elbows. Finding Uttanasana. Finding a way to make your spine a little longer, so breathing the sacrum down closer to the mat as you soften the knees in towards your chest. Feel your shoulders soften. Breathe in, breathe out. On your next inhale, go ahead and bring your left leg long and out in front of you. Flex through the left toes as you lower the leg onto the mat. And then bring your right knee and draw it in towards your right shoulder. Maybe taking it just slightly outside the shoulder, but keeping both shoulders firmly rooted if you can. Opening up through the inner groin. Feeling a little space in your left extended leg. And then from here, take your left hand around your right shin. Bring your right arm over, out wide. And then start to just gently guide your right shin over to the left side. And take your gaze out over your right hand. Breathing into your right shoulder and ear as they root down onto the mat. Take another breath here. And stay for the breath out. Come back through center. Pull the knee in towards your shoulder, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, bring your left knee back in to meet it. Give them a little squeeze. And then lower the right leg, flex through the foot, draw the left knee in towards your left shoulder. Maybe taking it just outside if you have that space. See if you can keep both hip points and shoulders firmly rooted. And then take your right hand around your left shin, extend your left arm long, and twist up and over to the right as you move your gaze over to the left. Left ear and shoulder are belting down towards the mat. And only take this shin, your left shin, as far as your body will allow. So for me, that's a few inches away from the mat. If you need more support, you can always place a block underneath. Take another breath here. And come back through center. Draw the left knee in, and then the right knee in. And then take both hands around shins and just rock the knees apart, finding a half balasana. Breathing into this, finding this modified happy baby as we drop our sacrum down, lengthen the spine and make space in the groin. When you're ready, pull your knees back into center, and then start to rock and roll on your spine. Hands can come behind the hamstrings. And we're gonna find our way to tabletop pose. So maybe 3 rocks or so. And then bring your palms out in front of you. And we'll find some space here. Separate the fingers, tilt your pelvis gently forward. Feel that long line energy through your spine. And then feel the doming between the shoulder blades as you wrap your inner arms in. Find that space here. And then take your right leg and extend it long and back behind you. We're gonna bend into the right knee and then kick the right heel towards the left glute as we keep the shoulders nice and square, extending long into the right side body. Deep breath in. And then extend your right leg as long as you can back behind you, crown of head to heel stretching. Exhale, squeeze your knee in towards your nose, rounding into the upper spine, press the mat away. Inhale, extend the leg. And then bend the knee once again, stack open through the right side body. Come back through center, and then draw the knee in towards the nose, press the mat away. Last time, inhale, extend. Exhale, bend the knee, stack the hips. See if you can square that right shoulder back down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Knee to nose, squeeze. Inhale, extend. Left toes will tuck on the mat. Lift your left knee and then press through the ball of the left foot as your hips drive to the sky. Take a deep breath in here. Deep breath out, lower the right toes down. On your inhale, come forward into plank pose. Bringing yourself to the top of the push-up. Roll your weight forward so that your shoulders come out just above your wrists or your fingertips. Hug your lower belly in. Hug the tops of thighs in. Take one more breath here. And then lower your knees to the mat. Lower your chest. And then lower your chin. And then pause here for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Scoop your heart forward and up. Find Bhujangasana Cobra. Plant the tops of the feet on the mat. And then see if you can draw the elbows in and back as you lift the heart. See if you can take the neck or the chin just gently back so that you can lengthen through your neck. Deep breath in. Breath out, lower the forehead to the floor. Come back, hips to heels, child's pose. Rock it back. Take a full breath in here. Full breath out. Come into tabletop pose on your next breath. Set up the same as we did on the first side. Tilt your pelvis gently forward. Lengthen your spine. Draw your outer arms in. Really feel that strength, that support. This foundation that you set will be important as we move. Take your left leg back behind you in space. And then bend into the knee. Stack the hip. Draw your left heel towards your right glute. Inhale, re-extend your left leg long. And then squeeze your knee in towards your nose. Press the mat away. Inhale to re-extend. Exhale, bend the knee, stack. Inhale, we'll re-extend. Exhale, bring the knee in. One more time, inhale, extend. Exhale, bend the knee, open. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee in. Inhale, extend. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, and press through the ball of the right foot to draw your left heel high to the sky. Pause here, take a full breath in. Press your left heel towards the back of the room, breath out. Lower the toes down.
Scooch forward into your plank pose, top of the push-up, roll the weight forward, breathe in. Lower knees, chest, chin on your breath out. Scoop the heart forward and up, Bhujangasana Cobra. Squeeze your elbows in, feel the shoulders draping down the spine, inhale. Exhale, forehead to the floor. Child's pose, hips to heels. Lengthen through your spine and your side bodies, breath in. Breath out. Come through tabletop pose. And then start to tuck your toes. Lift your knees. And find downward facing dog. Shift your hips to the sky. Take 3 full breaths here. See if you can find more length in the back body by bringing the belly towards the thighs and pressing the tops of the thighs back towards the back of the room. Take another full breath in here. Full breath out. On your inhale, gaze forward. Soften your knees and walk your feet slowly to the top of the mat, forward fold. All 4 quarters of the feet root. Bend your knees as much as you need to get a little space. Maybe take your halfway lift and then fold back over the thighs, bringing the belly down. Letting gravity take control, just wiggling out through the head and neck. Finding softness and space here. On your inhale, take a halfway lift, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Rise up to stand, Energized, root through the feet. Reach the arms up, lengthen. Turn the palms forward, bend the elbows, cactus, open. Shifting the hips slightly forward as you allow the chest to be long. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge from your hips and fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And then bring your left toes to the back of the mat with a lunge. We're going to lower the left knee down. And then we're going to come onto the fingertips and get ready to press your hands to the top of your right thigh. Once you get here, see if you can think about dropping your pubic bone down, so you're lengthening the top of the left thigh, and then lifting your shoulders away from your hips, so you're finding length through your front side body. Find your breath. You can stay here as long as you need, or start to reach your arms up and overhead, really stretching into the sides of the body, feeling the breath here. Take another full inhale. If you have a little back bend here, neutralize the spine. And then take your left arm and place it on top of your right thigh. Bring your right hand to your hip and then start to gaze out to the right side. You can stay here. If you have more space, bring your right hand down onto the mat. If you still have more space, sweep your left arm up and over, finding a nice side body stretch. Take a deep breath in. Stay for the breath out. Come through center, reaching right arm up to meet the left. And then shift your hips back towards your left heel. You can bring hands down on the mat or to blocks. And then as you do so, lengthening the right leg, shifting your left hip forward in line with the right. And then hug the low belly in so you can find more length on your inhale. And then exhale to fold a little deeper. Doesn't have to be huge. Be compassionate with your hamstring. Take one more breath here. As you exhale, bend your right knee, bring your fingertips in front. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Step forward, forward fold, top of your back. Inhale, take a halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand, Urdhva, root down through the feet, lift up, lengthen. Turn the palms forward, shift the hips forward, engage the glutes, and find that tracing of the ceiling. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold. Halfway lift when you arrive. And then we'll take our right toes to the back of the mat, the lunge. Keep your fingertips rooted as you lower the right knee. And then use your strong belly to take your fingertips to the top of your left thigh. With this right side, you should feel a lot of sensation through your hip flexor. And then keep pressing the hips down so the pubic bone points down. And then we lift from the hips to the shoulders, so this front body or torso is stretching. Stay here or circle sweep the arms up and overhead. Maybe taking care to bring your biceps slightly back behind you, thumbs reaching up and then back. Take another full inhale here in your lunge. And then neutralize the spine. Bring your right forearm down, left hand to your hip, and just turn towards your left side for a moment. You can stay here or gaze down and take your left hand down to a mat or block. Stay here or take your right arm and circle sweep it up and over your right ear. Breathing into your right side body, finding more length. Deep breath in. Breath out, come back through center, both arms reach. And then take your hips towards your right heel, lengthen through your left leg. So you might notice the sides are very different. Again, we're gonna try and square the hips. Lift up on your inhale. And then find a little fold, lengthen your spine. Hands can float, they can come down to mat or blocks. They can come onto your hips. Whatever you need to feel supported here, take one more breath in. Breath out, bend into your left knee, walk your fingers in front of the toes. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, and step forward, forward, fold top of your mat. Take a halfway lift to lengthen. And as you exhale, plant the palms, step back through your high plank. You can lower down knees, chest, and chin if you would like. Coming all the way to the belly. Finding upward facing dog or cobra, your choice. I'm gonna come down halfway into my chaturanga. Inhale, pulling my heart through as I extend my arms, reach my heart to the sky, upward facing dog. And then I'm gonna roll over my toes, downward facing dog, shifting hips to the sky. We'll take that same flow one more time. Deep breath in here in your dog. Deep breath out here. Inhale to face forward. Exhale, hop, step, or float your feet to the top of your mat. We'll meet in a forward fold. If you are hopping, bend your knees, come up onto the balls of the feet, bend your knees, hug your low belly in, and then maybe find a little pressing into the palms, get weightless, and hop the feet forward and fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift to lengthen and neutralize the spine. And exhale, fold. Rise all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Root down through the feet, reach up. Turn the palms to face forward, shift the hips forward, and open up across the heart. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands through heart, forward fold, soften. Inhale, halfway lift. And then take your left toes to the back of the mat. Lower the left knee. Once again, you can take hands to the top of the right thigh and stay. Or you can begin to reach the arms up and overhead. Find a full breath here. Maybe draw the biceps back and lengthen through the ribs, the sides of the body, all the way up into the fingertips. As you exhale, neutralize the spine and drop your left forearm onto your right thigh. Right hand can come to your hip, or you can start to reach it down towards the mat or a block. Left fingers can come up and overhead. Breathe in, breathe out, reach both arms up. Half split, take the hips back. Take a deep breath in here, rock the left hip forward, right hip back. Deep breath out, bend into the right knee. Walk your fingers gently forward in front of your right toes. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. From here, you can stay with fingertips on the mat, or start to lift with the low belly. Reach the arms up above your ears, holding here for 3, holding here for 2. High press and pose, lift all the way up, find space. See if you can draw this left hip forward and gently press the right hip back. Maybe bend a little bit into the left knee and then stretch back through the heel. Deep breath in. Hands to the mat as you breathe out. Place your palms on the mat and without a sound, reach your right leg up to the sky. Deep breath in. Bend the knee, stack the hip, open up, breath out. Inhale, re-extend. Come into 3-legged plank, so keep your right toes lifted. And then bend the right knee. And as though you were going to kick your heel to the back of the head to the heel, finding a little C shape in the spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, knee bend, no sneeze. Lightly step the right foot through. Spin your left heel down and open up, warrior 2. Sink into your 2. Feel the breath in the body. Gaze out over your right fingertips. Take a full breath in, sink a little lower. Inhale, take your right fingers forward, flip the palm. Reverse the warrior, lengthen across your right rib cage. Stay here or bend your right elbow, grab for the back of the head. Maybe take the left hand to your right hip crease, or you can crawl it all the way up the spine until the fingertips connect. Lengthen up through the triceps, the shoulders, breath in. Breath out, release any bind you have, cartwheel hands down to the mat, and then shift your left toes to the sky, standing split. Find your breath here. Open up through the backs of the legs, deep breath in. As you breathe out, bend slightly into your right standing knee and draw your left knee all the way in. Find a big breath in here. Big breath out. Take your left knee and kiss it to your right, and then take your left hand to the inside edge of the left foot. We're gonna stay in this half dancer for a moment.
we're just gonna focus on stretching the right fingers high and then feeling that little quad stretch in the left side. Take a deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, start to kick the left foot into the hand and keep extending your right fingertips towards the sky. Not having to come down so far, but instead lifting, 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 kicking, 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 holding for 3, holding for 2, 1. Bring your knee back into your chest, standing high knee raise. Lower the toes, sit back, chair pose. Left fingers forward, right arm back, find a little twist. Open up across the chest. And then all the way to stand, rise up. Cactus, the arms open up, inhale. As you exhale, drop the hands down to the low spine, opposite elbows or fingers clasp. Roll the shoulder heads together, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, bring your belly towards your thighs and fold.
If the bind is too much, let it go. If it feels good and it's opening your shoulders and your arms, let it be. Take one more breath. Release your hands down to the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant your palms, step back, high plank. Your vinyasa. Rock your weight forward, engage your plank. Stay lower all the way to the belly, knees, chest, and chin, or lower halfway. Inhale, back bend of choice, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, press your hips to the sky. Deep breath up. When you're ready, gaze forward between your palms, inhale. Soften into the knees, hop step, float your way to the mat. Maybe get a little hang time, and then forward fold, soften. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up to stand, Urdhva Hastasana, root down, reach up. Flip the palms to face forward, bend the elbows open across the heart. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold, release into the legs. On your inhale, halfway lift and then take your right toes back. And then take the right knee down onto the mat. Take your hands either to your left thigh, or you can extend them up and overhead. Breathe in, really reaching through the front side of the body. Breath out, come back through center. Take your right forearm down on the left thigh. Left hand can come to hip or to the mat. If you feel ready, stretch your right fingers up and over. Find that side body stretch. Deep breath in. Breath out, both arms lift. And then take your hips back towards your right heel. Extend through your left leg. Take care to go ahead and center off the hips. Notice the differences between sides. Hug the belly in, hinge from the hips to fold. Find the breath. Inhale here. Exhale here. One more breath and lengthen. Exhale, rebend into the left knee. And then go ahead and tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Bring your belly over your left thigh. Maybe your fingers stay down or you start to extend them forward, lifting your biceps away from your ears. Take another full breath in. Breath out. Inhale, rise up, high crescent pose. Take care to adjust the hips. Rock the right hip gently forward, left hip back. Little bend into that right knee. And then maybe start to extend through the right heel to feel that space in your hip flexor. Breath in. Hands to the mat, breath out. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Bend the knee, stack the hip, open it up. Inhale, re-extend. Float forward into a three-legged plank. Okay, little C-shaped play again. Bend into the left knee, kick the heel up. Draw the back of the head towards the heel, breathe in. Hold for 3, 2, knee to nose squeeze, and lightly step the foot through. Bring your right heel down and open up, warrior 2. Press down through the hips, lengthen out through the arms, feel distance from your right hip into the left hip into the right hip, and then feel this left leg, the knee just starting to open. Take a deep breath in, breath out. Reach your left fingers forward, flip your palm, reverse it, take it up and back. You can stay here or hook your hand behind the back of the head, maybe right hand to left hip crease or crawl it up your spine, your choice. Find deep breaths here, lengthen your left side body, press the head into the arms. One more inhale, and then release the hands. Cartwheel all the way down to the mat. Spin your right heel up, nose below your left knee as you reach the right foot to the sky. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Standing high knee raise as you are ready. Stand up tall onto your left leg, reach your right knee in. You can stay or extend the leg. Breathe
in. Breathe out, bring the knee back in. And just for this round, let the knees kiss. Take your right hand to the inner edge of the right foot. Press your left fingers to the sky. And just think about finding length through your front side body here. Take one more breath in this balance. Stay for the breath out. Bring your right knee back in through center, inhale. Release the toes down, sit down, chair pose. Take a big breath in. We're gonna open up the other direction. So taking your right arm forward, left arm back, sink into your hips. As you inhale, rise all the way up. Cactus through the arms. And then float the hands down the back, low spine, opposite elbows or palms clasped. Roll the heart open, deep breath in. And then bend your knees, bring your belly down towards your thighs, and fold. You can stay here, or with bent knees, you can roll onto the tops of the feet this time, really testing your ankles, your stability. You can maybe start to lower the nose below the knees and lift the hips, pressing through the balls of the feet. Finding more stability, maybe falling out, take a breath. Release the heels, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Vinyasa of choice, step your feet back, plank pose. Lowering down halfway or all the way to the belly. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Downward facing dog, shift your hips up and back, find space. 3 deep breaths. One more deep breath. On your next inhale, reach your right toes high, flex through the foot, square the hips, and then bend into the right, open up the right side body. Re-extend your right leg as high as it will go with the hip nice and square, shoulder square. And then bring your right knee in towards your nose, press into the mat. Keep your hips where they are and lengthen your right leg back. Bend the right knee, lift the back of the head towards the heel towards the back of the head, C-shaped breath in. Breath out, give it a squeeze, and lightly step it through. From here, you can keep your fingertips down, rooted, or start to extend them out over your overhead, feeling your biceps engaging, your triceps engaging, and this left hip rocking gently forward. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Rise up to crescent pose. Take your right fingers around your left wrist and just pull gently over with the left side body. So feeling that extension towards the right side of the room. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, come back through center. Turn your palms forward. Bend the elbows, cactus open. And then hands to the low part of the spine, opposite elbows, or clasp the palms. Roll the shoulder blades together. Breath in, breath out. Bring your belly down to a hover over your right thigh. Stay here if you would like, or explore transferring weight into your right foot and maybe finding warrior 3 with your bind. Seeing if you can find a little space to carve that left hip down. Really feeling strong in your right leg, your right glute. Take another deep breath in here. Bend your right knee, step the left toes back, sweep the arms up overhead, inhale. Warrior 2 as you exhale, spin your left heel down, bend into the right knee. Reach your right fingers forward, flip the palm, reverse the warrior, take it up and back. Choice here to stay. Bend the top elbow, maybe start bringing the left hand to your right hip, or curl it up until your fingers meet. From here, we're gonna move into side angle pose. So lots of options. You can stay with the bind and start to float your right ribs over the thigh and roll your left shoulder more open. If that is too much, bring your hands back through warrior 2. Simply slide your right fingers forward. Right hand can come down onto the thigh, left fingers can lift, or they can come up and over your left ear. So lots of options here. If you're in that bind, you're gonna come forward over the thigh, roll the left shoulder open, and breathe. 2 more inhales wherever you are, side angle pose. 1 more inhale. On your next breath, gaze down at your right toes, and then slide your left heel in, and as you slide in, extend into your right leg, opening up Ardha Chandrasana. If you're not in the bind, you can bring your arms out like a T, holding for 3. 2. Square your hips and shoulders to the mat, standing split left leg to the sky. As you exhale, pull the left knee in towards your belly. Inhale, rise up, standing high raise. You can stay or kick the heel out for 3. for 2. 1, bring the knee back in. And then bring the knees together, left hand to the inner edge of the left foot. Press the right hand to the sky. Take a big breath in. Stay for the breath out. On your next inhale, kick your left foot into the hand and then reach your right finger simultaneously towards the sky. Keep breathing in here. Finding space here. Take one more big breath in. Standing high knee raise as you are ready. Draw the knee in. Maybe kick it out. Lower the toes. Chair pose, Utkatasana, deep breath in. Breath out, left arm forward, right arm draws back, find your twist. Inhale all the way to stand, rise up. Cactus the elbows, open up across the heart. Take your hands back behind you, low spine, opposite elbows or fingers clasped. Roll the shoulder blades down your back. Bend into the knees and soften belly towards thighs. You can stay or roll up onto the toes. You can stay or dive the nose below the knees. Find a deep breath in. Breath out, lower the heels. Inhale, chair pose. This time, take your hands down to the mat. And then bring your knees either to your armpits or your triceps. And press into your arms. And then track your weight forward, or like bring your weight forward, rather. And come up onto the balls of the feet if that's available. And trust in yourself to keep rocking forward. Keep pressing the knees into the triceps into the knees. Maybe you rock so far forward, you hug the belly, and one foot starts to lift. Maybe you lower and try the other. Maybe you get more confident and both feet start to lift. And then squeeze your heels in towards your seat. Take another full breath in here. However you would like to get there, vinyasa choice. If you're chaturanga, jumping back from your crow, you're going to land with bent elbows and then inhale through your back bend. Exhale, downward facing. Find your breath here. Draw your hips towards the sky. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out. As you inhale, bring your left leg to the sky. Press back through the heel. Hold, inhale. Bend the knees, stack open through the hip as you exhale. Inhale, re-lengthen the leg. And then find your three-legged plank. Draw yourself forward. Bend the left knee, kick heel towards back of head towards heel, C-shape in the spine. And then hug the knee in towards your nose. As you exhale, step it through. We're going to find hovering crescent. So once again, you can place the fingertips on the mat as long as you need. Maybe hover them. Or maybe start to stretch the arms forward and activate through the upper arms. Breathe in. Rock the right hip forward, left hip gently back, breathe out. One more inhale here. One more exhale. Rise up, high crescent pose. Take your left fingers around your right wrist and pull up and over. Breathing into your right side body. Find another full breath. Feel it to the right side, so as a hip. Breath out. Come back through center. Turn your palms forward. Cactus open across the heart. Take your hands to your low spine, opposite elbows or hands clasped. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. And then as you're ready, bring your belly over your left thigh. So that's that hovering variation. You can stay here or press forward into the left foot until the right leg lifts, using your left leg to guide your right foot back behind you. So the legs and the belly are coordinating their movements. And then you're holding. You're trying to draw that right hip more in line with the left. Take another full breath in. And then bend the left knee, step back with the right toes. High crescent pose, unfurl the arms. Open up, warrior two. Sending your right heel down and bending into the left knee. Sink down a little lower into the legs. And then take your left fingers forward, reverse the warrior, coming back. Lengthen your left rib cage. Left hand comes back behind the head. Right hand can come to left hip crease or maybe crawl it up the spine. If you don't like the spine, remember from the other side you could let it go. If you like it and want to explore it, start to bring your left rib gently over your left thigh. If it's too much, drop the forearm. Reach the arm up or out over the right ear. So wherever you're going, your side angle pose, you're finding that depth through your feet, you're really grounding down into the mat, and then you're using your side bodies. Roll the left shoulder open, and then gaze down at your left toes. Start to scoot your weight forward. And when you are ready to lift your right leg, then your left leg starts to lengthen. If the bind is too much,
Let it go. You can bring your arms out like a T and expand. Take another 3. Wherever you are, 2. Hands down, hips square, standing split, open up, breath in. Standing kindly raise, bring the right knee back in through center. Stay here or extend the right leg out for 3. Use the low belly to lift a little higher, 2. 1, bring the knee back in, and then bring the knees to kiss. Taking your right hand to the inside of the right leg. Stretch your left fingers high to the ceiling. So once again, we're gonna press the right foot into the hand, and we're gonna extend upwards. So we're trying to find that nice front body stretch in our dancer. Keep the balance on your left leg. Keep your gaze soft and easy. Holding 3. Holding 2. 1, see if you can slowly come out. Standing kindly raise. Find your balance. Knee. Stay and kick maybe the heel forward for 3. For 2. Lower the foot down. Sink the hips, chair pose, breath in. Open right arm forward, left arm back, breath out. Take an inhale here. Sink the seat a little deeper. And then rise all the way up to stand. Cactus the arms. Open up across the heart. Drape them down, back behind you to your low spine. Opposite elbows or hands clasped. Roll the shoulder blades back and down, breath in. Bend the knees, bring your belly towards your thighs, breath out. Stay here or roll up onto the toes. Keeping the heels towards the seat, or maybe start to reach down the nose as you lift the hips and you lift the arms. Taking another breath. You fall out, no big deal. Release the heels, chair pose, Utkatasana. Deep breath in. Forward fold, breath out. On your inhale, find a little half a lift. Separate the feet if you need. And then bring your knees to your triceps or even your armpits and press into your palms. Roll the weight forward. This is as far as you can go if you'd like. If you would like to go farther, keep pressing the weight forward until maybe one foot lifts. And then maybe try the other. Maybe both feet lift. And then you float your heels towards your seat. Keep your gaze out in front of you. Because if we round into it, we're inviting ourselves to somersault, and we don't want that. Take another deep breath, really strong. Separate your fingers like you're palming a basketball to keep your surface area. Take another deep breath in. Chaturanga, move your way through your vinyasa. Find your flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a full breath in here. Full breath out here. On your next inhale, gaze forward between your hands. Bend into your knees and hop step float forward into a fold. So if you want to do the float, again, you're going to bend your knees, gaze forward, come up onto the balls of the feet, and then think about hips over your shoulders and find your forward fold release. Halfway lift on your inhale. Exhale, fold. Rise up, big breath in. Exhale, start to turn the palms. Open up across the heart. Shift the hips forward. Inhale, release back to the sky. And then forward fold, soften. Okay, on your next breath in, go ahead and come back onto your knees for a moment. All right, so I'm in a demo where we can take that C shape. I'm gonna turn sideways so that it's easier to see. And I want you guys to practice this if you'd like. And you can come into it as much or as little as your body will allow today. And I'm going to show you the building blocks for taking that C shape into a chin stand, which could be really fun to incorporate into your flow. So to set up, you're going to start with that high plank position. And you want to be really active in your plank to start. That's super important. The belly is engaged. From there, you can take your right leg up, bend into the knee, kick the heel towards the back of the head towards the heel. You can stay here. This is a great place to work into that hip flexor and into the front side of the body. You can start to push up, drawing the elbows in, and then maybe the chin comes down. Once the chin comes down, bring your left toes in a little bit, and then kick up with your right leg. And think about zipping the legs together. And as you can see, you can work that straight into your flow. Okay. I'm going to try it on both sides. So again, you can take the C shape from your plank, lifting one foot, kicking the heel as you bring, so it's like a cow shape with your spine, or a C shape. You're bringing the heel towards the back of the head and vice versa. You can start working into the push-up
lowering to the chin, maybe scooching the back foot in, and then lifting the leg. I'll do the left side. I encourage you to do it too. Okay, from here, strong plank foundation. Lift the left toes, bend the knee, kick the heel towards the head towards the heel. Maybe take the push-up. If you can get down, lower the chin, walk your right toes in, lift up with the left leg, leave a little kick. And then you can take it through your flow. Okay. If you've had a little bit of that, release yourself. I'm going to spin back around into child's pose. You can bring your hands back by your heels to create a little space in your shoulders and just let yourself rest here for a moment. When you're ready, go ahead and come up onto your shins and then swivel your legs around so that they are facing forward. We're going to take our right leg and extend it to the corner of our mat. Take your left foot and place it in towards your right thigh. Flex through the foot. And now, if you need more space for this, you can always take a block. If you don't have a block, a soup can works well, or I'm going to show you how to just use your fingertips. So what we're going to do is we're going to work into a side body stretch across our left side. So you can either take the right hand, place the fingertips gently inside of your right leg, and then take your left hand and just open up your left shoulder and your left hip. So we're here. And then maybe you stay. Maybe you start to work the left arm up and over the ears, strengthening and lengthening the left side. If you have more space, take your left forearm, your right forearm and place it inside of your right thigh. And then the left hand, open up the hip and the shoulder. You can stay here, or start to trace the ceiling with your left hand and reach up and over, stretching through your left side body. Take one more big breath in. As you breathe out, bring your left hand back behind your left hip. Your right hand's going to come to the sky as you come onto your left shin. And then draw your hips up, lift up, climb up, front side body stretch. And release the hips down. Switch sides. Take your left leg to the top corner of your mat. Bring your right foot in towards your thigh. Once again, the left hand can come inside, right hand to hip. Maybe you start extending and tracing the ceiling up and over. If you have the space, left forearm, place it down, and then take the right hand and just gently nudge the hip and the shoulder open. And then if you can stay here, this is enough, and you might be getting enough stretch through this right side body. Or trace the ceiling with your right hand and open up. Feel space here. Breathe into it. Breathe out of it. Finding a little release with each inhale and exhale. One more breath in. As you breathe out, take your right hand back behind your right hip. And then come up onto the right shin as you lift your hips, lengthen the front side of your body. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Taking your hips back down. We're going to bring our legs out in front of us. Fingertips are going to come back behind your hips and they're going to point towards your seat. And the reason for doing that is we're going to lengthen across our heart space and hug our low belly in. So we're sitting up nice and tall. Breathe in. Flex the toes. You can stay here, or if you have space, reach your arms up and overhead. Keep a nice long spine. Hinge from your hips and think about, you can bend into the knees. Think about lengthening the spine rather rounding into it. So we're finding this long spine from here. And then we're coming out over the thighs, bringing the belly closer down to the thighs as we lengthen. My knees have a nice slight bend. You can grab onto the shins, the ankles, the feet. If you have the space, you could take a block. And then see if you can lengthen on each inhale. And deepen with each exhale. This feels very good in the moment. Take another deep breath in. And deep breath out. Stay here for 3 more inhales and exhales. Calming down the breath in the body. As you inhale, start to lift back up through center. Reach your arms forward and then slowly melt down to your mat. Bring the knees in once you arrive. Hug them in towards your chest. Give them a nice tight squeeze. Breathe in here. Breathe out. When you're ready, walk your arms out like a T. And then think about bringing your hips slightly over towards the right side as you lower the knees over towards the left. And then gaze out over your right hand. If this is enough, stay. If you would like a different variation, you can always stagger the legs and even bring the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Finding a little release in our upper quad, in our hip flexor, and in our low spine. Whichever variation will serve you. Take 3 more breaths. If you have the ankle, the left ankle over the right thigh, release it. Bring your knees in through center, give them a little squeeze. And then take your arms out long once again. Bump your hips over to the left, and then gazing to the left as you lower knees to the right. Once again, you can stay with the legs stacked, so the left leg over the right. If you prefer, you can get a little extra quad stretch here by staggering the legs, and then if that's enough, stay, or take the right ankle over the left thigh and just gently give it a little assistance. And then gaze out over your left hand, releasing your left shoulder and ear to the mat. Allowing your low spine to release, feeling into your left hip flexor, quad, glutes. Take 3 more breaths here. Untangle the legs, release your right ankle if it's on the thigh. Draw your knees in one last time to your chest. And then take your hands to each shin and just rock the legs gently apart, flexing through the feet. Think about keeping your sacrum rooted on the mat, your spine nice and long. Take another full breath here. Full breath out here. Bring the knees back together. And then from here, extend your left leg nice and long and squeeze the right knee in towards the right shoulder. Find a little space here. And then maybe rock it to the outside of the shoulder. And then bring it back through center. Take your hands to your right hamstring and extend the leg long. Just notice where you're at. Notice the sensation in the back of the legs. You continue to flex the toes towards the face. When you're ready, rebend into the knee, squeeze it in toward your shoulder. And then from here, just release the right leg long. Draw the left knee in. Place your hands around the shin and then maybe take the left knee to your shoulder or even gently outside if you have the space for it. Keep plugging your right shoulder down onto the mat. Feel both hip points moving. And then bring the knee back through center. Hands behind left hamstring. Take the heel towards the sky, flex the toes towards the face. Deep breaths here. Breathe into the belly of the hamstring. Feel the activation of the quad to keep you supported here. Take another deep breath in. And then just bend into the knee, draw it in. And simply release the leg long. Open up the feet, let them splay open. And then roll the shoulder blades out behind or underneath you. Maybe give it a little wiggle and a shake. Let the palms be open towards the sky. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, sigh out, let it go. Deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, sigh out, let it go. Allow the breath to be soft and easy. Take any effort or control out of the breath as you soften onto your back. Maybe give your hips a little wiggle, a shake. And then just allow yourself to be present
back into your center. Take all of that energizing, heart-opening flow into the body, absorbing it, and then allowing yourself to relax a little deeper into your mat. You can stay here on your back for as long as you would like. Or when and if you are ready, start to wiggle your toes, your feet, your hands. Maybe roll the wrists and ankles. Maybe reach the arms up overhead and then stretch your toes as long as they go, pointing your feet, finding a stretch. And then exhaling over onto one side if you're ready to move on to fetal position. With the eyes closed, gently rolling yourself towards a comfortable seat. You can rest either on shins or sits bones if you need a block for extra height, always fine. And then close down your eyes and just feel the length of your spine, feel all that energy from this practice flowing through your body. Feel the shoulders drop down. And then bring your hands to your heart center. Press the thumbs in towards your sternum. Acknowledge yourself for showing up on your mat today. Give yourself love for all of the breath, your movement, your energy that you invested into this practice, back into yourself. And then I bring my hands to my third eye in honor and gratitude of each and every one of you. Thank you, yogis, for being so focused, so present, so open. The light will